தோழர் ராஜப்பா அவர்களை பற்றிய நினைவுகளை இங்கே பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்ற
comrades and friends, I salute the memory of Comrade Rajappa, and I say I salute the memory of Comrade Rajappa, who is one of the finest leaders produced by the All India Insurance Employees Association. I had an occasion to talk about his contribution to the organization in 1996 March, when Comrade Rajappa and Govindarajan, they retired. I think Govindarajan retired a month earlier and Rajappa retired in March. Together the meeting was convened in a zonal office campus. That day I had an occasion to be here in Chennai. Unfortunately I am here again today. But when we talk about Comrade Rajappa, we should remember what he stood for and continue to do that. That alone will give a meaning to this particular meeting today. I was from Visakhapatnam initially, Vizag. As Joint Secretary of the Union, General Secretary of the Union, when we used to interact with the Zonal Federation, I used to think inherently in a lighter vein, whether the Madras, at that time Madras, headquarters always wears only white by white. Rajappa, Natarajan, Shankaran, Nageshwaran. Of course, Sundaram was not that. There the similarity stops. Because each individual, the commitment was the same, but their approach to the organizational issues and other things were different. Rajappa, as Amanda pointed out, Natarajan is here, he should not mind. Natarajan was for us, he was a tough guy. Because Rajappa was softer. And even when we were doing something wrong, he will not just call up and say, you are doing something wrong. He will say, you can do better in a different way. The one senior division was there when I was General Secretary of the division by Zach. He complained to Rajappa because he was close to them. He complained to Rajappa that your division General Secretary is little unnecessarily or little militant more than what it was necessary. So I came to know that, but I kept quiet because what Zonal Federation will say, I have to just write it. Then Rajappa one day, when he came for some other purpose to Vijayawada, I had an occasion to go to Vijayawada. So he said, Comrade Venu, you should be militant, that is true. But you can be different also. I got the point. He said, okay, wherever I was erring, he has given me a message. Because he was known to not only comrades from Tamil Nadu, even in Andhra Pradesh, because when those days Madras division was there, undivided Madras division, Chennai 1, Chennai 2, Vellore, then not Kadapa, Vellore, then Nellore, part of the present day Nellore division in Andhra Pradesh, Chittoor and Nellore districts. Huge division it was. And I think the membership was itself was more than 1,400, 1,500 people were there in the whole division. So, the support he gave to the Zonal Federation as the General Secretary or the President of the division, that should be remembered. As the headquarters division, support given, because Comrade Sundaram used to share that but for these two people, Natarajan and Rajappa, because those days, for us there were initially Rajappa, Natarajan, then Rajarao, Natarajan, Rajarao, Rajappa. That was the two people coming together, like people say, you know, the fast bowlers bowling back of two, like that. These people were there. So, Sundaram used to take the name of Rajappa and Natarajan, but for these people, it was difficult to run the zone. And then Comrade Govindarajan came to Tanjavur, from Tanjavur to Chennai. to take up the responsibility as Joint Secretary of the IEA. Even then, I didn't know what happened in Chennai, but he was telling, Sundar was saying, that it was Rajappa and Natarajan who has made the work of Comrade Govindarajan also easier, because they have accepted him and they have given him the support. So this was the team, and Comrade Rajappa was part of it. The team which has given the zonal leadership and which has given the All India leadership to the insurance employees movement. That's why I said initially, he is one of the finest leaders ever produced by the All India Insurance Employees Association. And nowadays we talk about working for other organizations. Rajappa is working for more than 7-8 organizations. That's what the the visual video showed us. But even before he retired, I remember he was associated with another union which is affiliated to CITU. That was, he was the South Zone president of the Peerless Employees Union. I don't know how many of you remember. I know because he used to come down to Hyderabad and other places in Andhra Pradesh. Now it is 2 states, earlier single state. And he was going around. And I remember one day, he came to Visakhapatnam. He wanted to go to Vijayawada to attend a Peerless Employees meeting. He told us that, please pick me up early morning. So when we went there 4:30 in the morning, we decided not to wake him up if he is not already woken up, not to wake him up, because let him sleep. Peerless Employees Union meeting can be next day also. But when we went there, by the time when we went there, he was already up. We went at 4:30 to pick him up and take him to the station. So he was up. We said we could have taken some rest. He said, no, I have promised Peerless Employees because some problem is there and I have to go to Vijayawada. So he has already shown a way for the other comrades who have been working for CIT. Today, our Shanbagam from Tilvel, she is working for CIT. And our Girija also earlier was part of CIT, now part of IDWA in Tamil Nadu. These people, when Rajappa used to go to CIT, that's what she was telling me in the morning, he was very happy. Now I see more employees from middle class coming to work for CIT. Because even before such practice has taken roots in a deep way, Rajappa has showed the way. That's why we say he worked for the insurance employees and he worked for the others also, even before the question of the political ideology seeping into the people and working for the others. That contribution also we should not forget from Comrade Rajappa. Finally, third point is, we talk about the need for ideology. Comrade Amanullah has already told us what is the present day situation, where right from giving a citizenship to giving some reservation, everything is now decided on the basis of the religion. You have been seeing in the newspapers, which is very unfair, not acceptable also. But how do we meet this, particularly among middle class employees, where religion plays some role? If you talk something about religion, immediately it is taken as anti-national also. But one thing is, I remember Comrade Rajappa talking about politics without taking the name of Stalin, Lenin, Mao or Marx, without taking these names. He will talk about the politics of the working class. That was a point which middle classes definitely need and they appreciate. Talk about the issue before them, talk about the relation between the issue and the government, and tell them government is this, and give them an opinion about what government, sort of government you have, and let them decide and fight the government. That was the way he was doing. I was impressed by that. That how to go to the middle class employees, taking the issues of the present day's ruling classes. And thirdly, and finally, today, when we talk about the issues confronting us, not only from the politics of the present days, religious politics and other things which we have already seen, how we are going to meet them, but about the confidence with which we can progress, that yes, as a working class, as an LIC employee, our comrades are competent enough to face them. That confidence I have seen in him. Because Aman also said, he was one man who even in very difficult situations used to stand with a smile. He used to tell me when lockout was imposed in Chennai, Bangalore, now at the time Madras, Bangalore and Harvard and Delhi and Kanpur and Meerut. The South Zone, combined South Zone had 3 divisions: Dharwad, Bangalore and Chennai. So Rajappa phoned Comrade Sunil Maitra in the evenings. And luckily he had an equally strong person who took the phone call there. That was Sunil Maitra. Sunil said, don't worry. You go home, sleep. Next day morning he will give you the thing. And finally a solution was given where those who are locked out, they will be staying outside because of lockout. Those who are not under lockout, they will strike the work and they'll go out and join the others. That tactical line they gave. But Rajappa did not tell the people what is it, they have not taken a decision, how do we go tomorrow. Rajappa told the people when he came out and put on the phone and came out and told them that tomorrow we are going to confront the management. He did not know what will be the confrontation. He said that we are going to confront. People were happy, those actors who are there. So this sort of a confidence comes not with a personal trait alone. Because Rajappa soft, I don't know how the family members know him. Rajappa personally I have seen as a soft person, but the strength came from the belief that those who are with him are also like him, committed to the organization. That belief should be there for the leadership. There is a third thing which I put in here. So comrades, there are so many things because we worked together or I worked with him for more than right from 1978-79 to almost 2010 or 2008 or 9 or 10. Of course, even beyond his retirement, we were together in some issues, including the Pensioners Association. When Comrade Sundaram wanted whether to form a Pensioners Association or not, there was a pressure, we should form. Who will form it? And Sundaram, because Rajappa was the go-to man whenever something happens. He was the man to go to. So Sundaram suggested Rajappa, and under his convenership, the first conference of the Pensioners Association, inaugural conference, was held in Nagpur. I don't remember the exact date. Correct, but date I don't remember. In Nagpur it was there. So, for anything related to the organization, he was the go-to man. And nobody can become a go-to man just like that without the confidence of the employees. So let us remember that as long as we have the confidence of our people, our comrades, our employees and our families, we will definitely, when we have that, we can definitely work for the society, convert it to the society. These are the two things which we see from him. Let us remember him and let us also work on the lines which he has given us. And once again, I salute the memory of Comrade Rajappa. I convey my condolences to the family members of Rajappa who stood with him. They know how, though he was soft, how adamant he was on certain issues. Independent on certain issues he was. So still they have taken care of him. So I convey my condolences. And once again I say, let's salute to Comrade Rajappa's memory. Thank you.